Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook.
This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFLTV. We're in Sheffield here, ahead of Smith versus ZEPEDA, live on DAZN. I'm joined by Dalton Smith. First of all, Dalton, how are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm all good. Like I said, like a few days to go. I'm feeling good.
When we look at the range of opponents, the calibre of opponents you've faced in your career so far, we can see like a step up here in quite a big way.
Yeah, definitely a big step up. And that's what I wanted. That was the fight I said to my dad, my team. So yeah, we know the levels are stepping up, but very confident we're going there and get a job done.
For where you are in your career, obviously it must be the belief of not only yourself but your team, Eddie Hearn there behind you, to think that you're ready for this step up against ZEPEDA.
Yeah, I'm always confident in my ability. I know, I want to become a world champion, and these are the guys I need to go through.
We, over the years, have been kind of missing that style. We've spoken about this before, the Sheffield style since the Kelbrook days, etc., etc. But you're that new, you're not the new kid on the block anymore, but that's you now to take Sheffield boxing and to keep that moving. Yeah,
and Sheffield's always been a big, part of boxing. It's produced many champions over the years, and the list goes on and on with the champions they've produced. And I believe I'm the one now carrying that torch, passing on that legacy and inspiring the next generation. And I actually had a nice call from Kel this morning, so he's there supporting.
Is he on about chocolate brownies?
Chocolate brownies, yeah.
Look, I know obviously you're completely focused in a huge fight for this week, but has all this talk over the last few weeks, and mainly fueled by that man behind you, about AZIZ and Boxer and all this kind of situation, have you just kind of blocked it out? And
yeah, it's irrelevant to me. It's like you say, it's just all words. It's all like it's hype, building stuff up. Obviously that's boxing. I know what I need to focus on. But other than that, I just whizzle around somewhere else.
But obviously the job of your promoter is to kind of not just think about your fight with ZEPEDA, but obviously your moves forward after that as well.
That's it, and that's Eddie's job, but my job is to focus on the fight in front, and that's why I've got the best team around me. I've got Eddie, I've got my dad, I've got Sean O'Toole and STN. That's their job outside of boxing. The only thing I need to do is be a fighter, and that's focusing what's on in front of me.
Do you believe you can stop ZEPEDA this week?
Yeah, definitely. I've got the power, I've got the engine, and like I say, I'm prepared for a hard 12-round fight. But I'm very confident if I end it inside the 12 rounds, I wouldn't be surprised.
Expecting a big crowd here in Sheffield. These kind of Sheffield nights are very special, aren't they? You would have been to them, not just as a fan before you turned pro, but even before that.
Yeah, I've been coming from a little boy, so for me to be, filling that arena and being the star headliner now, it makes you feel good.
Absolutely. Eddie, can we get 30 seconds with you with Dalton here, mate? Just jump in. He's just saying how you haven't really delivered for him, mate.
Good banter.
I was just saying to him, obviously all the talk of this AZIZ and Boxer situation, his job isn't to take any notice of that. His job to focus on Saturday and leave that kind of all that talk to you.
Probably the most dangerous thing he could do right now is start thinking about that fight, thinking about what might be next. I said to you earlier in the interview, you go from the toughest test of Dalton's career so far on paper, which is Sam Maxwell, to Jose ZEPEDA, and you're talking about, no disrespect to Sam, but 4, 5, 6 levels above where he's boxed before. We're taking this test because we believe he is world class, and we know he is, but this is also levels above Adam AZIZ. So once we win this fight on Saturday, we're looking well beyond that, but we also understand that's a big fight, and he wants big fights. So the plan is to beat Jose ZEPEDA and move on to those big fights, for world honours. And moving into eliminators, the WBC silver's on the line. He's going to move into the top 5 with the WBC. Could be a final eliminator next. Devin Haney could relinquish that belt. Sandor Martin against who? You got Richardson Hitchens up there, but he's fighting for a final eliminator with the IBF in a couple of weeks. So he's in a brilliant position.
You like them names?
Sounds good. And like you say, you look at the 140 division, the names will go on and on and on. It's a stacked division, and you know, this fight for me is where it's going to put me in that position with those guys. And a big performance, you know, nobody can say he doesn't belong there.
Just finally, I'm just saying to him, them Sheffield days with Brook, etc. This is the new star in Sheffield, isn't it?
Look, it's all on his shoulders. With all due respect to younger fighters coming through, he's the only fighter from Sheffield that's capable of hiring out that arena. I know Sonny's trains in Sheffield, but he's also from Croydon.
5 other different places.
I know. And you know, this is a real proper lad from Sheffield who you'll see a good crowd on Saturday night as well, and it's building and it's building. And you know, they're coming out to support him. And the dream is World Championship boxing at Hillsborough. And this is like a massive part of that process.
Dalton says he'll stop him on Saturday, you believe that?
He will. I think he'll knock him out. And if he does, it'll be a massive, massive statement.
Dalton Smith, Eddie Hearn, thank you very much for your time. Live on DAZN this weekend. Thank you very much, guys.
Wall Street Memes Casino.
I'm fine.
And Sportsbook.